So my boy pulled up with the celebratory bottle,
Hey.
you know? Fucking celebratory bottle. Motherfucking, the sky is falling out there.
Right. I can tell you have mad love for other people's work, like the stuff behind you right there.
Hell yeah.
That's just beautiful. All right, so main question, man. Sky's Falling. Why is that the title, man? What inspired you to get that as a title?
Honestly, it really started with my homeboy who's a photographer, June. Like he's like my go-to photo man. He does all the projects, you know. He took a photo of me in Chicago. It was actually the same parking that they did Batman on.
Okay.
And he took the picture there, and it just looked so epic. And I just sat on it. I was like, it looks like a cover. It looks like a cover. And then I don't know. That shit hit me at the gym, bro. I had just smoked. I went to the gym. I was just working out, and I remember exactly where I was at the gym too. I was just like doing my jump rope thing, and all of a sudden the sky is falling. I thought about that shit probably like the same week that I was finishing up Close to Home, and I got way more excited about the sky is falling than Close to Home. I didn't even want to drop Close to Home. I wanted to jump into the sky is falling, but we had already put in so much work in Close to Home, so I was like, I don't do it. But so that's where it came from. That's where the idea originally came from, and then concept-wise, it kind of turned into like all of this outside shit happening, right? So like we had this election that like had everybody just like, no matter on what side you were just emotional. Everybody was just like collectively, the energy out there was just emotional. You know what I mean? And you know, not to say that I wasn't emotional about it, but I'm so in my own world, like the sky is fucking falling outside around me, but I'm still like this is what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of just like a comment on my surroundings, you know what I mean? Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's like the overall theme of the project.
That's beautiful, man. And the first track, you have my voice note on the ending.
Yeah.
What made you want to put that there? I mean, I sound very ugly. Like, what?
Nah, it was just some real genuine shit, bro. Like, I remember when I got that fucking message. It was after I dropped songs about distance, and that was like peak quarantine. You know what I mean? It was like when we went in. So I was, I just got a real genuine message from somebody. I didn't even, I didn't know you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's almost like crazier. When people you don't know are reaching out, like, yo, and I could tell you meant it. You know what I mean? It felt genuine when you said that shit. I get some people, like, when I go out, they tell me that they fuck with my shit, and sometimes I know when they do and I know when they don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I could tell that you really did, so I was like, felt like it just put the stamp on it, you know what I mean? It was like somebody talking shit for me, you know?
There you go. Nah, I appreciate that. You caught me off guard with it, but, we as artists got to help each other out.
For sure, yeah.
Peachtree, what inspired you to make that song?
Peachtree, what was I when I did that shit?
Were you really pimping out hoes in Peachtree?
It's fucked up that like we always glorify that shit. You know what I mean? But, I was watching a couple of things inspired it. One was I was watching Iceberg Slim documentaries. You know about that shit? That's like like dude who really about like pimping and shit to like mainstream kind of shit. It was kind of just learning about. It was just like a history lesson. You know what I mean? Into like dark underworlds, underbelly of America, you know what I mean? So I kind of had that. That's where like the pimping shit kind of came from, just that fly shit, player shit, which is cool for the hook. But really, it was kind of just to balance out the verses, because the verses really weren't on that kind of tip at all. It was almost like I opened up so much on the verses and got like so vulnerable that I just had to fucking like just remind them, like, still, you know what I mean? Like, still pimping, you know what I mean? Like just to balance it out, because it was so emotional. But yeah, the first verse is about just having somebody that like really like that you really count on, that really brings out better in you, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It really can just be like a friendship to somebody that's like people that push you, you know what I mean? So that was kind of that. The second verse is man, that shit was totally geared towards this like total toxic ass relationship I was in. I don't even know if I call it a relationship. It was just like a situationship that had like just ended. So like that, I wrote that verse like as it ended and got the closure for it. Switched it up a million times, but those are basically the three different energies that are on that song.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And in your song Cheetah, you talking about if she have a cheetah print, she owes you a lap dance or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to be mis.
I said cheetah print on her like she finna do a lap.
There we go.
I seen I don't know. That was kind of like on some like I don't know like sporty, you know, like cheetah sport. You know what I mean? Like for the chick that like putting on like nice shit at the gym, like you know puts on a nice little outfit. There's girls out there that do that. So it's kind of like I was just thinking about them, you know.
What's her name, man? I know she caught your heart.
Nah, nobody in particular.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it's just like, should I see it? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was kind of just for the fly girl at the gym. There's fly girls everywhere, but there's fly girl at the gym. And then the verses, I had actually recorded that hook like a really long time ago, just as like a little vibe. And then, I don't know, I felt like the project just needed something that was a little lighter, you know, like, so I put it on there, I did that shit. That was the last song I recorded for the project. The project dropped on Friday night. I did that verse Thursday morning, Wednesday morning. So it was pretty quick.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. Tequila Twist, that's been very popular amongst a lot of your listeners.
Yeah.
What do you think could be the reason to it?
I don't know. I recorded that song. I don't know. Probably just because of how genuine it is. It was like a genuine interaction with a girl. I recorded it. I went out to a little brunch thing, and then the next day I recorded that shit. I didn't like it. I sent it to my homegirl, and she was real crazy about it. And she was like, "Yo, you need to put your homeboy on it, who's featured on it, Kyle." And he really made that shit pop out. Honestly, he made me like. I didn't even realize I liked the verse. I thought the verse was kind of weak. I didn't like my flow on it. And then, but I got enough confirmation from other people. Something that I'm very aware of is that my favorite song ain't the one that everybody's gonna like.
True.
You know what I mean? So It's like I lean on the team to let me know what's good and what's not. Cause like I would have never put that out. I would have never kept working on it. But now I listen to it and I love it. That's definitely one of my favorite songs on the project.
No, that's dope, man. And your homeboy Patrick Zae, he performed with you on your release date too.
Yeah.
Well, prior to your release date.
Yeah.
How did you meet your homeboy?
Shit, Zay's like family, low key. I'm real tight with his. I met his uncle first. His uncle linked me up with his so his uncle linked me up with Zay's mom. We became very good friends. I'm really tight with that whole family. They got a real awesome family, so I'm real tight with all of them. And Zay was just, you know, always made music, and he's just dope. He's my homeboy, but he's low key like just one of my favorite artists. Like I just wanted to have him there and just shine. You know what I mean? He's super talented. He don't sound like nobody. You know what I mean? Like that's my favorite thing that people tell me, and when I see him, I can genuinely say it. You know what I mean? So it's like I really take that to heart. He's one of my favorite artists. And so yeah, that's how I linked up with Zay. Zay's the truth, bro.